guys, hope everyone is doing fantastic. I just want to make this quick video because I've been getting a lot of the same questions and running into a lot of the same scenarios a lot here recently. So that tells me I need to put out some content to kind of address those issues. So I made a video kind of similar to this a couple of months ago, just talking about the buying market here in the state of Florida, specifically in the Central Florida area. So just wanted to kind of touch base on some of these topics, some of these issues that I've been running into a lot lately with some of my buyers. So if you're thinking about moving to the state of Florida, the Central Florida area, number one, let me know because I'd love to help you. But I'm having this same kind of coaching lesson or same conversation with any new customers that I bring on that are looking to purchase a home. So my job is to make sure that as your realtor, you are aware and prepared of the current market and the current state that our housing market is in here in the state of Florida. So here specifically in the state of Florida, when I started out in real estate, there was somewhere along the lines of 2,500 properties on the market in my local MLS. This morning, we're closing in on 600, okay? Big difference in when I first started and you know, with the inventory that's going on now. So very small amount of inventory on the market today. And we have about 1,000 people a day moving into the state of Florida every single day, 1,000 people. So when you think about how many people are moving into the state of Florida and couple that with the amount of people that are currently residing in Florida and they're looking for a house too, all the tenants that are in the state of Florida that are moving out of renting into ownership, there is a ton of competition on the market. So the number one thing that I'm telling my buyers when I first have a conversation with them is you have got to be ready to move quickly. Now, me as a full-time realtor here in the area, I can move quickly. I'm definitely ready to send you properties when you're ready to start looking. I can show you properties as soon as you tell me you want to see something. I can typically get us into that property within a matter of hours. That is crucial in today's market. I can't tell you how many buyers I'm working with that haven't quite, I don't know if they've not taken me seriously or what, but the fact of the matter is, if I send you properties and I don't hear from you for a day or two on which ones you'd like to see, chances are if they're a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, you know, in a reasonable price range, you know, 250 to 450, somewhere in that price range, in a good area, good school district, those homes are being snatched up same day. So if you're a buyer that's considering moving to Florida, I can work for you and get things done ASAP, but you've got to do your part to let me know what you're interested in, if you have any questions, if you'd like to see a home, because I kid you not, I just had this happen to me a few days ago. I sent one of my buyers a list of properties, I believe it was 5 properties. It was. Sent over 5 properties matching their criteria that they had. Didn't hear back from them for, it wasn't even a full day. It was probably around 20 hours. I get a phone call the next day saying, hey, we'd like to see these 4 properties. Well, when I pulled up those 4 properties, literally every single one of them was under contract in less than a day. So it's very important for you as the buyer to be responsive and let me know what you're interested in. That way I can get to work on my side to get either a showing lined up, get questions answered for you, or even just to submit an offer sight unseen. I do have a lot of buyers that I'm working with that are submitting offers sight unseen, and then during that first inspection period, that's when they're either coming to town or they're going to look at the property just to make sure it's exactly what they're looking for. So if we do go under contract on a property sight unseen, rest assured it's okay. You can still come down, check out the property in person, and if you like it, it's what it was represented on online with the pictures and all that, you can still move forward. But if during that first inspection period, that time frame, if you come down and see the property and you're not crazy about the street, there's maybe some unforeseen things that the pictures online didn't necessarily show, no problem. You can cancel that contract within that inspection period, no harm, no foul, and walk away from that deal. So be ready to move quickly if you're ready to buy down here before somebody else snatches up a property. Do not sleep on it, okay? If you go to bed thinking, hey, I really like this property, I'm going to try and get some more information on it in the next day or two, just about guaranteed that property is going to go under contract with someone else, okay? That being said, if you are a buyer that's trying to be quick with the responses, but your agent's kind of dropping the ball with it, or maybe they take a couple of days to get back to you, then let me know. I'm a full-time realtor. I'm responsive. I know how important it is to act quickly. So definitely, if you're unhappy with who you're currently working with, and I'm not here to bash other realtors by any means, but the fact of the matter is there are some realtors that maybe they're not full-time, so they're not fully aware of what the market's doing. So no offense to them whatsoever, but if you're unhappy with your current realtor, hit me up. I'd love to help you out, and I'll take great care of you. The next tip I'd have for you, if you're a buyer in this market, is now's not really the time to negotiate, okay? It's definitely a seller's market here in the state of Florida with as quickly as inventory's moving. So I am working with several buyers that, again, I have this same conversation with them. Hey, it's human nature to try and get the best deal possible, right? The seller, however, the seller of a property, their number one goal is to make as much money as they possibly can on the sale of their property. The buyer's number one goal is to get that property for the smallest amount of money possible, right? And it used to be that we could negotiate. We'd have time to go back and forth and try and get as much money off, or try and get these repairs made coming out of inspection. Right now, I hate to say it, but just being realistic with you to manage your expectations, don't try moving to Florida thinking, hey, I'm going to try and get $40, $50, $60,000 off of a $200,000 property. It's just not happening right now. And no, not trying to be discouraging or a Debbie Downer, but if you're wanting to move to Florida, you've got to be willing to pay top dollar. I know of a lot of people that are selling their homes out of state for top dollar, and then they come down here thinking, I'm going to negotiate and get a good deal. Well, no, Florida is one of the hottest real estate markets in the country right now. So if you're selling somewhere else for top dollar, be ready to spend that money that you just made purchasing a home down here, because it is a very, very competitive market. And kind of that same line, I have several cash buyers. Cash is usually king, right? I love cash deals. Sellers love cash deals because it's less paperwork, it's less steps to go through. You can usually close a lot quicker than with a finance deal. And so I'll deal with a lot of cash buyers that say, hey, cash is king. I'm going to offer 30,000 under or 50,000 under, I'm going to offer 30% of what the asking price is. And that just does not happen in today's market, because most properties are going under contract and selling at or above asking price. And in the seller's eyes, at the end of the day, if they get a cash offer for 30% of the asking price, and they get a finance offer, a conventional offer for 10 grand above asking price, but they just have to wait 2 weeks longer for the closing. I don't know about you, but if I was the seller, yeah, I'll wait 2 weeks longer to get something that's 10 grand over asking. So even if you're buying cash down here, you do have a better chance of getting some money off of the asking price. But I mean, when I say some money, I'm talking a couple $1,000, maybe. Okay, so I want you to be aware that most properties today in this market are going under contract at or above asking price, both with cash and finance offers. So cash is king, yes, but it's not as big of a factor as it was maybe a couple of years ago. Okay, so if you're a cash buyer, yes, you do have an advantage right off the bat being cash, but it doesn't mean that you can go and offer 30 or 40% of an asking price. Making a strong offer is crucial. You know, asking price, above asking price, putting more than 1% into escrow. Typical down here is 1% of the purchase price goes into escrow. For a lot of my buyers, I've been putting more money into escrow because it makes our offer stronger in the seller's eyes. And at the end of the day, if you're moving forward on a property, coming out of inspection, everything looks good and you're moving forward, that escrow is still going towards the purchase price of the home. So make your offer strong by putting more money into escrow, shortening your inspection period time. That way it's more enticing to the seller that they're not going to have to wait 10, 12, 15 days for an inspection. I've been writing up my inspection periods for far shorter than that. And being realistic, right? If you're wanting a dozen repairs to be made to the property coming out of inspection, be prepared for the seller to turn you down. Most sellers right now are offering their property as is, take it or leave it, because if you don't buy it, there's a whole line of offers waiting to be thrown in on that property. So be realistic, right? Don't expect sellers to give you all kinds of concessions, pay for your closing costs, make a whole laundry list of repairs to the property, okay? And then the last thing I would say is either get pre-approved or get your proof of funds letter in order and get it to the realtor that you're working with. I don't know how it is in your area, but down here, realtors are not even considering offers that don't have a proof of funds letter or a pre-approval letter attached to the offer. Because again, if you submit an offer and you don't have any proof to show that you can afford or pay for that property, and there's 5 other offers submitted and all of them have either a pre-approval or a proof of funds letter, which one do you think the realtor and the seller is going to go for? The one that doesn't have any proof that they can afford or pay for the property, or one of the 5 other offers that does have a proof of funds or pre-approval letter? And again, it's not me trying to sound rude or anything like that. It's just, if you're thinking about moving down here, it's my job and my responsibility to prepare you for the market so that you can get your house. There is a ton of competition right now. So get your pre-approval letter, get your proof of funds letter, whichever one it is, whether you're paying cash or financing, get that documentation showing that you can actually pay for the house. Because if you don't have that, or you're not in the pre-approval process, there's not really any point to checking out properties because you're going to get beat out by somebody else. So those are just a few quick tips I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Y'all are keeping me crazy busy and I absolutely love it. I love helping you guys move in here from out of state or even from a different part of Florida. Like I've said in a bunch of my other videos, I was born and raised right here in the Daytona Beach area. I didn't move here and decide to get into real estate. I was born and raised here. My family's been in the construction and design, housing industry for decades. So I've got all kinds of contacts, whether you need good inspectors, good lenders, good handymen after you buy the house, you want to do some updates to it, whatever it is, I've probably got a contact for you. So reach out to me day, nights, weekends, send me a text, smoke signal, send me an email, give me a call. whatever I can do to help you out. If you're looking to purchase down here, definitely hit me up. I'm full-time in real estate, like I've said, so I'm definitely in a position to move quickly to help you get into your dream home. All right, guys, hope that was helpful. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.